Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Thurston's latest social media clapback to former Bachelorette contestant Cody Menk is full of kindness and hilarity. Thurston claimed she couldn't find him, but she teased, "But he's still here lurking on my page." She ended cheekily with, "Thanks for being a fan," adding a kissing emoji and revealing a terrible comment he recently wrote on her social media profile. Thurston posted a screenshot of a note Menk purportedly left on her and Jeff Arcuri's April wedding announcement, commenting, "Good couple. Both are solid 5s." Menk also included a laughing emoji to poke fun at the newlyweds. Thurston didn't let Menk's insult affect her or diminish her feelings for Arcuri, 37. In fact, a few hours later, the former reality star shared a clip from the couple's Off the Vine podcast appearance in which she praised her spouse. When host Caitlin Bristow asked, "What's something you're both really proud of?" Arcuri gestured at his wife, who is facing stage 4 breast cancer. "I'm proud of mostly how, she's not only going through this but, excelled through it," he told me. Thurston became emotional during the joint interview, saying, "He is something I am most proud of. I'll start crying. I like how he has shown up. He's not sure how to show up for a cancer patient, especially one who is his wife. He's just made so many sacrifices. I'm quite blessed." Thurston was introduced to viewers on season 25 of The Bachelor, where she competed for Matt James' heart. She took over as the show's leading lady for season 17 of The Bachelorette, which aired in 2021. While Menk did not appear to create an indelible impact on Thurston, he did make a statement with his limo entrance, where he emerged carrying a blow-up doll named Sandy. He joked at the time that the sex doll was a huge part of his life during the coronavirus pandemic lockdowns. While the gimmick made some viewers uncomfortable, Thurston subsequently told Us Weekly that it wasn't her worst limo arrival. Menk was eliminated during the second week of the dating series. Thurston finally chose Blake Moynes as her final rose, and the couple got engaged in the season finale. The couple split up in October 2021, and Thurston then dated previous season 17 competitor John Hersey. The couple broke up in June 2022. Thurston had long since mastered the art of the social media clapback, but even her most loyal followers agreed, this latest one was a blend of surgical precision, unexpected kindness, and laugh-out-loud hilarity. In the ever-volatile ecosystem of Bachelor Nation alumni, where grudges can simmer for years and petty remarks are as common as influencer discount codes, Katie had once again proven she was the rare kind of person who could defend herself without descending into bitterness. The target of her latest retort? None other than former Bachelorette contestant Cody Menk, whose brief and relatively unremarkable stint on reality TV had somehow not deterred him from resurfacing in her life with a mix of snide commentary and misplaced bravado. The spark for this newest round of banter began innocuously enough, a wedding announcement post Katie had shared back in April, commemorating her marriage to comedian Jeff Arcuri. The couple had been together through a whirlwind of personal milestones, shared jokes, and, in Katie's case, the deeply personal challenge of living with stage 4 breast cancer. The post itself was a joyful one, a carousel of candid shots from their wedding day, Katie in a flowing, off-shoulder gown and Jeff in a perfectly tailored navy suit, both of them radiating happiness and irreverent charm. It was the kind of content that typically drew waves of supportive comments from fans, fellow contestants, and friends. But nestled in the replies, like an off-brand party crasher, was a remark from Menk that stood out, not for its wit, but for its sheer lack of tact. "Good couple," he had typed, following the compliment with a tone-deaf jab, "both are solid 5s." To make sure no one missed the dig, he'd added a laughing emoji at the end, a tiny digital smirk that made the remark sting just a little sharper. It wasn't the first time Katie had dealt with criticism. Public life had taught her to take the good and the bad in stride, but this one struck her as the perfect opportunity for what she called a merciful kill. In her world, that meant taking the high road while still letting the other person know they'd wandered into the wrong fight. So she posted her response in the way only she could, wry, slightly flirtatious, and just self-aware enough to let her audience in on the joke. "I couldn't find him," she teased in her Instagram story, the words superimposed over a screenshot of the offending comment, "but he's still here lurking on my page." And then, with a flourish that had her followers howling, she added, "Thanks for being a fan, kiss mark dot." The kiss emoji was the cherry on top, a playful but pointed acknowledgement that while she saw the jab, she was utterly unbothered by it. The move was pure Cody, address the negativity, but turn it into entertainment. Within hours, Bachelor Nation blogs had picked it up, with headlines ranging from "Katie Thurston claps back with grace" to "Cody who? Katie reminds us she's the queen of shade." The response from fans was overwhelmingly in her favor, with many praising her ability to diffuse a mean-spirited comment without sinking to its level. "It's giving Michelle Obama's 'when they go low, we go high,' but with a martini in hand," one commenter wrote, summing up the vibe perfectly. But what made the moment even more striking was the timing. Only hours after her playful takedown, Katie shared a clip from her joint appearance with Jeff on Caitlin Bristow's Off the Vine podcast. The tone couldn't have been more different from the earlier post. It was tender, raw, and deeply human. Caitlin had asked them what they were most proud of, and without hesitation, Jeff gestured toward his wife. "I'm proud of how, mostly how, she's not only going through this but, excelled through it," he said, his voice steady but thick with emotion. Katie's eyes welled up immediately. "He is something I am most proud of," she replied softly, trying not to cry. "I like how he has shown up. He's not sure how to show up for a cancer patient, especially one who is his wife. He's just made so many sacrifices. I'm quite blessed." It was this juxtaposition, the glib pettiness of a former castmate versus the steadfast devotion of her husband, that highlighted how far Katie had come since her reality TV days. She was no longer the nervous contestant arriving in a sequined gown, competing for the attention of a man she barely knew. She was a woman who had navigated heartbreak, public scrutiny, a high-profile engagement and breakup, and now a life-altering health diagnosis, all while building a relationship grounded in humor, mutual respect, and unshakable loyalty. For those unfamiliar with Menk's brief foray into Bachelor Nation infamy, his legacy began and ended during Katie's own season of The Bachelorette in 2021. His limo entrance had been one of the more eyebrow-raising of the night. Emerging with a blow-up doll named Sandy in tow, he explained that she had been a huge part of his life during the coronavirus lockdowns. It was the kind of gag that either landed or bombed spectacularly depending on one's sense of humor. For Katie, it was somewhere in the middle, not her favorite entrance, but not the worst she'd seen. "I've had guys show up in banana suits and cat costumes," she later told Us Weekly. "A blow-up doll doesn't even crack the top 3 weirdest." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.